go. So yeah, this is called Yume Nisshi. This is a Yume Nikki fan game. You might be aware of this one. I hear it's pretty good, so I wanted to check it out. And that's about the extent of what I want to say about this. That's all. So if you know, you know. But either way, I want to check it out because it seems pretty cool. So let's do that. All right. So this isn't English, thankfully, so I'll be able to understand it. This is the game flow. As you know, if you know Yume Nikki, you know how this works. Action, interact, shift key. Some items aren't effects, but they're able to interact with set effects, changing them in certain ways. Sub effects can't be equipped on the menu. I don't know what that means. Save at your desk when awake. Alright. So my buttons work as I expected. Okay. I didn't mean to read the instructions again. The audio feels really weird for that. The character's name is Usotsuki, which means liar. Okay. Yeah, where else would I get it? Oops. The desk is saving. Okay. Okay. Good night, world. I meant to look more around the room, but it's alright. So chat, this game doesn't have an ending. I don't think it's ever going to get updated with an ending either. So, it's not like I'm aiming to beat it or anything like that. But I'm mostly just interested in taking a look around and seeing things, because that is the whole point of these games. Am I going to see everything? I don't know. Will I play this more than once? I don't know. But I just want to see things, because that's what these games are all about. It's just seeing things. Actually, I guess the most important thing right now that I should get is the ability to move faster, which I probably should have looked into. But I tend to go like completely blind to these games, so fuck it. Is there a difference between this and regular Yume Nikki? I don't really think there is. Like, the core concept is the same. You go into your bed, you dream, and you walk through a bunch of weird dream worlds. I didn't realize this was a path until I tried to walk off of it. But there are different tones that are taken from various fan games kind of deal. So if you're familiar with the biggest ones, the most well-known Yume Nikki fan games are definitely Yume Tuki, of course, because that's like a big, massive collaboration. A game that is so fucking big that it's actually kind of overbearing. Like, seriously. But it's a bunch of it's a bunch of different contributors to the game, some of which have made their own full-length games and all that. So there's a lot of quality within there. But when it comes to, I don't want to say story necessarily, since there's a lot of different people in different worlds, there's not a lot of I don't know. It's very random how things work, I suppose. Some worlds tell their own story because they're all the same creators' maps, but for the most part, Yume Tuki doesn't really have a coherent story because there's so many different creators involved in it. And then you have .flow, which is, it's a standalone game. It's made by LOL. That's right. That's his name. LOL. 2. His name is LOL. Hee hee haha. And .flow focuses... .flow is very much like Yume Nikki, like all they all are, but it focuses more on, like nightmares. More like nightmares and stuff like that. More of the sinister side of your subconscious while asleep. And Yume Nikki has a few moments as well where it takes advantage of that. But .flow definitely goes more into that direction, which makes it a very... it's a good game. It's a good game that follows the style, but subject matter is a little more mature. And it is a solid game, so it's not surprising. It's really not surprising that one is as popular as it is, because it is a very well put together game. And the original, if you've never seen the original Yume Nikki, that, like, it's just such a weird game. I'm pretty sure I talk about this pretty much every time I play one of these games, but the original Yume Nikki, I don't even know when it originally came out or how exactly it came out or what. I don't know much about that. But what I do understand or what do know is that the game came out, like Kikiyama released the game. I guess he just like put it up on his site or something. Like I don't even know how this game came to exist or if it was ever any announcement of it being worked on was ever done. I think I'm also lost. Like I think it was just a matter of he just uploaded a game and was like, here's my game, right? Okay. I finally found something. Oh. And I don't even know if the game really caught on right then and there, because some games takes a while for them to reach cult classic status. But from what I know, Yume Nikki came out, and there wasn't really much like build-up, anticipation, or anything. It was just a dude released a game, and that was it. And people checked it out, and it's kind of like what you'd see here. Just an RPG Maker game. There's no stats, no real interaction, not much of anything. Just huge maps. Huge maps that don't really seem to make much sense. And you just walk around and look at things. And the game was riddled with secrets that people just kind of got fascinated by. Secrets within the game that were never really explicitly mentioned anywhere or like explained or why they even exist. Random events, all different kinds of stuff. So that in itself already attracts like attention. This was back when the internet was, you know, they couldn't just find everything in a game. They couldn't just find everything in a game like instantly, like they do nowadays. Nowadays, when a new game comes out, people are digging through the code and finding finding everything in it. But it came out kind of in an era where, you know, it was mostly just you go to the forums with the boys and talk about the things you saw, and then you had other people go and verify it. When did Yume Nikki actually come out, chat? Because like one of the most well-known aspects of Yume Nikki was the whole Uboa scare, which is just, you know, you go into this girl's house and you turn the lights out, and there's like a 1 in 64 chance that she turns into this weird face thing called Uboa. And then you go and interact with it, and it takes you into this weird world that you can't really escape. Very weird. And it was, you know, something like that just kind of existed in the game. Why? Who knows? Not an effect. A virtual back room before they were a thing. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see what you mean by that. But yeah, no, Yume Nikki just had so much stuff in it that made no real sense. People just looked around for things, found new things, and it kind of became interesting like that. And the genre, if you can call it that, just kind of like really took off. The idea that just like, you know, you can make a game like this, just you make weird abstract worlds, you don't even have to say anything, and just send a character on their way and have people look around whatever's going on in the mind of your character. You don't need a story, you don't need any written word. These games don't need like any real dialogue at all. And you just set people free, and it, you know, it activates the part of my brain that likes just looking around and exploring things. It's kind of like a museum, I guess. I don't know if that's the best way to say it. But, you know, you show up, you quote-unquote pay your admission, and you just walk around and look at things, and every now and again you see something like this, and you're just like, neat. You touch A on everything, and then you just, like, there's so many different connections and paths that you go through, and you never really know where you're going or where something's going to lead you. And then suddenly you're playing Red and Blue on the Game Boy. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Dun 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 dun. The sprite is very reminiscent of an NPC from Red and Blue. I know it's just Game Boy like aesthetic, but specifically that's what it reminds me of. It's one of those NPCs from those Pokemon games. I just want to find the bike, dude. I don't even know where the fuck I am at this point. I've traveled like 6 maps. Do 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 do. Oh, this is big. Pretty gooey dudes. You kind of got to make your own story with most of these things. But at the same time, when games do have definitive endings, which unfortunately is few and far between, it's mostly, I do think that most of the time it's up to the player's interpretation of events, because that's kind of what it is. The whole idea that the things that happen in the dream that cause actual reactions from the characters are never really explicitly stated. So you just kind of assume what kind of thing, yeah, this is super. I'm a big fan of these types of games because they're very weird. I still think they're pretty niche, and there's a similar, I feel like there's a similar vibe to them that I would attribute to games like Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon, where, like, obviously there are people that love these games. The entire concept of this type of game to them is just like, you know, it's amazing. But to some people, they might just look at the concept of this game and be like, what's the point? And to be honest, I can't really tell you what the point is, because there is no point to it. You just walk around and look at stuff. That's it. There's no point. No point at all. Like Animal Crossing too. What do you do in Animal Crossing? You role play a human living with a bunch of animals, and you pay off a debt by catching fish in the ocean and river for days upon days upon days. And then what do you do? Good question. I don't know. But people fucking love that game. People love Animal Crossing, but when you try to explain what Animal Crossing is about, it doesn't sound that fun. Yo. My guy just turned to a mailbox. Thank you for the raid, Christian. Bumbity bum bum bum. I'm lost, man. Harvest Moon, for example. I'm a fan of Harvest Moon games. I like Harvest Moon. Like, Friends of Mineral Town is one of my, a game I played a fuck ton of on Game Boy Advance. I really, really like that game. But when you think about it, what do you do in Harvest Moon? Seriously, what do you do? What's the end goal of Harvest Moon? Become farm. That's it. And the idea that the core mechanic of the game is just farming? You know, some people probably look at that and be like, what? What's the point? The goal of the game is to get wife. Okay, but what happens when you get wife? You just turn the game off forever? Is that the play? Yes. Be me. Buy Harvest Moon. Spend the entirety of my playthrough just wooing one girl. Marry her. Turn game off. Never turn on again. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's the whole game. Now, I know that the marriage bit is obviously a big part of the game. I'm not shitting on that. But it's just like, you know, it's Life Simulator. Life of the Farmer Simulator. Some games do it better than others. Some of them kind of blow. Rune Factory 1, I played that game a few times. That game has a bit of a problem where there's not really any merit to getting married in that game, aside from just removing an NPC from the town and destroying any interesting dialogue they would have otherwise. Because they just, you know, they don't really do anything anymore. I don't think there's anything in here, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Rune Factory is fun because it's more involved than just farming, for sure. But yeah, Rune Factory 1, like, as soon as you get married, it's just, like, the character just hangs out in your house, and after, like, 300 days, they carry a baby around, but the baby never seems to grow up, so it's kind of weird. Good game, though. The second game is more interesting in that regard, because the second game, you actually can't play the second half of it until you get married. You play as your son, and then the game kind of gets worse. All right, well that area was That area was kind of lame. I didn't find anything. Can I? Nope, can't go diving. Okay. Well, people love Stardew Valley, right? I've actually never played or really even seen gameplay of Stardew Valley. But I know it's like, I know it's a more adult Harvest Moon type of game, and it's extremely popular. I don't even know where I'm going at this point. I don't think there's anything in that maze, so I'm going back up north. The latest, the newest Harvest Moon game that I played was, it was the one, I think it was Tale of Two Towns, where you have two, you basically have two different towns that are on opposite sides of a big mountain. One town focuses more on like animal ranching. The other one focuses more on like the agriculture. And then there's just a giant mountain in the middle of them. Oh, cool plant. Anyway, I got bored of that game because things weren't really progressing at all in it. I'm sure it gets better. They all get better. TV. Harvest Moon changed the Story of Seasons, yes. So any Harvest Moon game nowadays is known as Story of Seasons. But it's still Harvest Moon. They had to change the name because, well, corporations. Yeah. Rune Factory, a fantasy Story of Seasons. Chat, have you ever seen the futuristic one? There was a Harvest Moon game on the PSP. I forget what it was called, but it was known as the futuristic Harvest Moon. And I heard that one was really, really bad. I don't even know why. I believe I seem to recall hearing something that it was ridiculously difficult. For some reason, like, it was just really hard. And I don't really understand how you can make a Harvest Moon game difficult, because Harvest Moon is a game that you play at your own pace. Even in the sense of Rune Factory, there are obviously, like, dungeons you have to do and whatnot, but you can tackle them at whatever pace you feel comfortable with. So how could you make a Harvest Moon game hard? Innocent Life, it's called. It's crusty. Well, it's a PSP game, right? Because I remember Rune Factory and that game kind of came out at the same, like, time, right? I guess they were just, maybe they were both trying to, like, kind of feel the waters. Like, one focused on like medieval fantasy time, and another focused on more futuristic. And then the medieval fantasy one was a hit, and then the other one was regarded as like one of the worst games ever made. So it's pretty obvious which direction they wanted to take after that, right? The main character looks right out of How to Draw Anime. Well, listen. Every company has their A team, and every company has their B team. And sometimes you can't have the A team work on everything. So you got to get the B team involved on the less likely success projects, the less big name ones. So that's probably what happened. They got the B team, or maybe even the C team. Chat, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but it's been almost 20 minutes, and I have yet to find anything, really. No bike, no effect, nothing. I look and I look. All I see is black. I don't even know how to get out of here now. But even if I did, only place it would take me back to is the mailbox maze. Unless I go all the way back. But the thing is, I have no idea what connects to what. So I don't even know if this area is a dead end. This could be a one-off area with no connections in it at all, and I just don't know. I just wouldn't know. You'd have to scope everything out. The confusing nature of these games worked out a lot in its merit way back when, because it was so interesting for people to really scour the area and find stuff. But some people make their secrets a little too obscure. I've heard plenty of stories of things within Yume Nikki itself that it's like, is that the Nexus door? Oh, it is, but... Oh, okay. It's a new Nexus door, though. Alright, I'm going to the blue door next. Dabba-dee, dabba-doo. Squish. Yume Nikki has some secrets in it that are just, like, ridiculously obscure to a point where nobody's actually gonna find them. But, well, you gotta have them. The last time I played Yume Nikki, and honestly it was a big reason why I didn't want to play anymore, was that fucking corn maze that I ended up inside of. No, it wasn't a corn maze, it was an omelet maze. That's what it was. It was this ludicrously giant map that was just full of egg. And you had to, like, find all the NPCs in that giant maze to access an area from it. And I was just thinking, like, the guy who made these maps is an asshole. Seriously. So, there's a lot of cool things in Yume Nikki, but there's also many not cool things in it. This is pretty. My favorite worlds in the Yume Nikki type of games are the ones that are kind of like this. You know, they're very interesting to just look at. The music is nice and relaxing. And usually they have some kind of massive visual that you can go and see and just kind of admire. Those are the ones I like. I remember there was... I forget which game it was. I completely forget which game it was. But there was an area that I went into. Prism music. There's an area I went into where I was on a swan boat, and the way the water moved and the music accompanying it was so nice. I really like that area. But yeah, sometimes you get an area like this that gets a little prismy. It's a handle. Okay. They're like fingers, but they're also like chess pieces. I also like worlds that are a little more abstract in their horror as well, or just like desolate areas. There's a few areas I've seen before. Like, there's one area I liked in Yume Nikki that was just kind of like... It was just kind of like an abandoned apartment complex. Like, liminal kind of areas like that that are very modern and interesting because they're so strange. And they're kind of relatable as well. Those kinds of areas are more relatable, I suppose, because they're like rooted in a real place kind of deal. Like, Chad, I don't know about you, but I've never been in a ghost chessboard in my life. So a place like this is very like, whoa, this is very dream, right? But those more open, modern, like realistic locations that are just devoid of life that show up in these games are also, I find, very interesting. Just a peek into something that looks as strange as it does. They make for good stories as well. Nothing wrong with a silly area, though. I like silly areas. Do you remember Obento? I'm sure you remember Obento. That was a good world. And then you had the fish world that, like, started to fucking kill me. Like, it tried to kill me after a while. The game was like, get out of here, run, run, run. And I was just like, oh, yes, yeah, I want to be here. But I like, there are a lot of different areas in these games that I do enjoy. And there are also some areas that are... I'm just going to be rude about it. They're just filler content. And I would be okay if they just didn't exist. It's usually the really big maps that have like one connection and don't have much in the way of anything. Ah, here we go. I can't do anything with it. Very, very big worlds. Very big worlds. This place feels kind of huge. Absolutely massive. It's like, damn. I don't even know how to get out of here now. If chat knows, by all means, tell me. I don't have this. I don't have the speed up. That's the worst part about this, is I cannot speed it up because I don't have the effect. That was the entrance. Is there a way over to that character? I don't think there is. Maybe if I could fly? Huh. No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright. I gotta get out of here. Most games, at least the ones I've played, tend to put the movement effect in one of the areas that is directly linked to the Nexus. Because it's convenient. But I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is, you really wouldn't know unless you looked. But it's hard. It's hard to look for everything in an area, especially one that loops. Waka waka. See, at this point, I'm just trying to get back to where I need to be. But also at the same time, if I happen to encounter something along the way, you know, I gotta check it out. So I'm just gonna pinch myself awake. Because you never know what you're gonna find. See? Look at that. Didn't give me anything, but I found it. Yep. Nope. Where am I? Where is anything? Is there any form of walkthrough for this game available? The thing about these games is, as much as I do enjoy playing them, it's no secret that when you don't know where you're going and you're just doing this for hours, it's kind of boring. That's why I like just having essentially a tour guide, because it lets me see everything in the game with minimal getting lost. Getting lost is part of the fun, for sure. I don't deny that. But it also depends on how much time you have to spend on getting lost. You know? That's a big thing as well. Getting lost for 2 hours? Not great. I want to see shit. You know, that's why I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this. Let's go get the speed up item. Let's go do that right now. Good morning, world. Get up. Wake up. Did I find anything in there? The answer is no. Okay. God Night World. Ooh. Okay. I need an effect to get the speed up effect. All right, well let's get that effect. Which door? Let's do it. leftmost. I'm assuming this one. Oh, I'm not gonna move too far. Dun 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 dun. There's a faceless girl somewhere here. Talk to her. Okay. Now, this is the level of loss that I can be, like, okay with. Knowing there's something in here to find is very good. That's the most important thing to me, is that knowing that I'm not wasting my time looking for something in an empty world beats the hell out of not knowing. I mean, duh. It's all about finding things and seeing things with your own eyes, but some worlds don't have anything of interest to show themselves, at least in my opinion. So I don't mind wandering around like this when I know I need something. Bro, you can't just turn into a ball. Get up. Get up, damn it. Don't be burger-shaped, idiot. Chad, that reminded me. A couple days ago, I had another nightmare. And the reason I remember it... That's probably her. Match. Oh, she's a little match girl. Hey. Egghead. Alright. What's next? I got the effect. Oh, shit. Nice. Same area. There's an entrance to a church. So now I'm looking for a building. Okay. Anyway, I had a nightmare a few days ago. And to be honest with you, I don't remember what exactly caused it or what it really was. But the thing I do remember is that it was very dark and a very, very angry lady was directly in my face. And it was not good. And I woke up. And I remember when I woke up, I tried very hard to make noises. And, like, I was really, really trying to wake up. So by the time I actually woke up and, like, opened my eyes, I was like, whoo. Like, I was wholeheartedly aware that what just happened was not good. Oh, this area looks fucking cool. This isn't where I need to go, is it? Oh, I have to come back here when I get the speed up effect, because this area looks neat. I'll be back. Alright. But yeah, that was the latest nightmare I had. I've never woken up from a nightmare and, like, made audible noises like that before. Pretty sure I was just suppressing the urge to scream or something, but I had to do something. I had to make some kind of noise. For the most part, I just wake up and I think, oh, shit. And then I go back to bed. That's the entrance. Damn it. I have to sneeze again. Chad, how come we remember our nightmares so clearly, but dreams are just put in the you don't need this, dumbass, bin of my brain? That's not what I expected when you said entrance. Alright. Oh. Okay. All right. Hi. Oh. Chad, the background looks like Buff Imposter. Looking for a maze with a rabbit in it. Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. I don't know. Sometimes I have dreams that I remember very clearly, even though I don't write them down. And then other times I don't. I don't really know why. What is different about these dreams that I remember so clearly without having to write them down? It's very infrequent, but it does happen. I guess the main thing to note is that something's happening in them because I can't remember what does. I can't remember what happens in dreams. I forget, right? A lot of my nightmares tend to follow the exact same like pattern. It's really weird. Something gets really up in my face. Like I'm talking like Five Nights at Freddy. You know, the critically acclaimed. Like that. Like they get right up in my face. And it's just like, please back the fuck up. Please get out of my face. And then I wake up and I'm like, whoa, Freddy got me. What are you doing, Freddy? Maybe I'm lost. I may be lost. When I was 7 years old, I had a nightmare about Satan. Now this is gonna be really strange. I might have told this story before. But when I was 7 years old... So okay, so here's a little bit of context. Back in my like old elementary school, there was like these woods by it that they always told you don't go into the woods because, you know, it wasn't on school property, so they didn't want kids like disappearing into the woods during school hours. But you know, when kids are kids and they're like, oh, you know, don't go in the woods because there's bad things going on in there. So you know, this is like, it's really stupid. But when you're kids, you're stupid. That's just part of the fucking job description, you know. Look at this idiot's face. Look at that. So anyway, I found a rabbit. Nice. Bunny. Yes. Finally. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, no, so, you know, kids would just make up whatever, which bullshit about the scary nature of the woods, and, well, one time I had a dream while I was in those woods, and I was just running through the woods, and then I saw some guy. He was just standing there. He was wearing a white robe, and like, you know, like gelled back gray hair. And I just saw him and I was like, oh. And then I ran away. Okay. Then I ran away, but then I got pinned down by how do I turn this off? I can't. I can't turn it off. Alright. I'm going back. Let me save. I'm going back to that hole in the wall. I want to find that again. So anyway, I was running away from this dude. He wasn't even chasing me. He literally just looked at me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then so you can Google it if you want, chat, but just Google Tech Deck Dude Devil, and that is exactly what happened. That guy jumped on me, and he like put my neck between his fork, and then he laughed at me, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I woke up. I was 7. I was afraid of that guy for a long time. He fucked me up. He had my number. I want to find the other thing. I wanna see what the hole in the wall leads to before that. I'm not watching anything related to a man in the woods. The woods are scary, dude. I was raised to fear the woods. So I fear the woods. It's just one of those nightmares that stuck with me. I'm not afraid of them anymore. Oh, I had another nightmare before that also featured Fur Elise. I'm actually terrified of that song. I know it's a really weird thing to be afraid of. But it was just... I don't even remember the contents of the nightmare. Just a lot of headless things to the sound of Fur Elise. And I was just like, no, this song is horrifying. I hate that song now. When I hear it, it makes my skin crawl. Oh, you actually can't do anything here. Oh, son of a bitch. This must be the fly minigame. This is like the fly minigame that's usually a part of these games, but you need a certain effect to do it. Alright. Wake up! It's a scary song. Alright. So let's try the pink door now. Yo. This is a different kind of prism music. Pyramid music. So many flying creatures I can't interact with. That's a new Pokemon. Look at that. It's a new Pokemon. Dun dun dun. Imagine me doing this without the running effect. Oh my god. I found it, the bazaar. Oh, that's bizarre, alright. I like the episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where they go to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and they meet a guy named JoJo's Bernard Adventure. Fur Elise is creepy. It's a creepy song. It's a song of melancholy and sorrow. It's creepy. When your first real mental association with a song is things without heads, kind of fucks you up. Kind of fucked me up. Heart. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody has had a nightmare when they were a kid that has, like, affected their perception of an average, like, normal, basic thing. You know, I'm not telling you to talk about your trauma, chat. But I'm saying, like, you know, there are, sometimes the things in our dreams and our nightmares can carry over for a long point in our life. You may not fear them anymore, but I can tell you, like, I can listen to Fur Release. I can, but it still freaks me out a little bit. That flower is dead. Damn. No, when I was a kid, I had a hard time with things that had lost their heads. Like toys and whatnot. It was very freaky. I did not like things that were missing their head. Because it was very unnatural. Which, come on, you really fucking blame me? Seriously? Things usually tend to have their heads attached to them. And when they don't, it's like, uh-oh, it's not good. Bro, there's nothing here. Afraid of ghosts. Well, ghosts are ghosts, right? That's their job. Their job is to be spooky. I mean, like, things that aren't inherently scary, like, at all. But they just end up being scary because, well, you had a dream that involved them that just wasn't pleasant to be a part of. Seki Banki. Listen, Seki Banki could remove her head, but her head's supposed to come off. That's the main thing. That's the main difference, chat. I don't have a problem with Doulahans or anything like that. I have a problem with things that remove their head when their head is non-removable. You know? Like, when you see a zombie girl and they're like, haha, check this out, and then they just fucking, like, fall apart. It's like, oh man, you know, like, your arm fell off, let's put that back on. That's just like, oh, whatever. Seki Banki can remove her head, I'm just like, yeah, that's fine, it's just what she does. But obviously, if someone just, like, cut their fucking arm off, I'd be like, that's not going back on, is it? Like, SpongeBob did that. SpongeBob had a fucking popcorn bucket eating his own arms while listening to the story of the hash-slinging slasher. And that was funny because, you know, they grow back. And it's like, haha. But if SpongeBob arms did not grow back, then that's body horror. Welcome to the Blue House. Dismemberment for comedic effect where it doesn't actually have any, like, permanent effect on somebody is fine. Well, because it's not anything serious. It's when, you know, when somebody's head falls off and it's not supposed to, that's not good. Chat, have you ever read the book that they had in elementary school libraries about scary stories to tell in the dark? Do you know what that book is? Do you know what that book is? That book features some of the most unsettling stuff I've ever seen, and that was available in elementary school libraries. Wasn't that a Nick show? No. That's Are You Afraid of the Dark? Scary stories to tell in the dark. The cover image is basically a head in the ground, looking sideways. So the first story in that book is about the girl with the ribbon around her neck. And, yeah, if you know that story, then you know exactly what I'm gonna say. Oh, what are you looking at, bitch? Okay, I think I know what I have to do. Uh-oh, that's not good. No, 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 you don't look at that. What the? Don't look at that. That's bad. So the story is that a man falls in love with a girl that he's known for his whole life. Ever since she was like they were young, she always wore a green ribbon around her neck. And he never knew why. And she never wanted to talk about it. And so they, you know, they grow up, they get married, and true horror right there. Ha ha ha, wife bad. But at the end of the story, she's like, you want to see why I wear this ribbon all the time? And he was like, yeah. And then she untied the ribbon and her fucking head fell off. Just rolled off onto the floor from her deathbed. That was the end of the story. The dude just watches his wife's head just roll off onto the floor. And I'm just like, that's not supposed to happen. I don't like that story. That wasn't good. There's another story on there. I don't even remember the contents of the story, but I remember they dedicated an entire page illustration to it. They dedicated an entire page illustration to this fucking thing, right? And it's just this decaying, disgusting corpse lady. And I'm just looking at it like, I didn't want to see that. I could have went my whole goddamn life never seeing that image, and I think I would have been better for it. But no. No, 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 no. Spooky, scary, skeleton. I actually don't remember, like, any of the stories at all anymore. But that image and that first story stick out to me. Okay. Are You Afraid of the Dark is the Nickelodeon show that I've never actually watched, but apparently that show scared a lot of kids for sure. Welcome to the blood flow. My name is Hemoglobin. What's your name? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know what this is. I never read Goosebumps. Actually, I read one Goosebumps book in my life. I read one of them. It was the one about the creature who lives under the kitchen sink that looks like a potato. I don't know either. That didn't really give me goosebumps. However, while I say that, there was one Goosebumps book that we owned. It was called Creature Teacher. And I was very afraid of the cover image. I was absolutely terrified of it. I don't care what the book was about. I don't give a single fuck about what the book was about. But I saw the cover image for that, and I just shut down. And I refused to ever look at it again. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible image. I have a vague recollection of what it looks like, but I haven't looked at it in years. I don't want to ever see it again either. Oh, I read a Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps book. Although I didn't read it properly. That's for sure. Dude, I don't know what the fuck the illustrator was smoking when they made Creature Teacher, but bro, like he must have mixed up something. Become a chimera. Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing! Yo! I'm a chimera, dude. Nah, I'm a rabbit. Well, that was a journey and a half, but I got something out of it. All right, cool. Now the better question is there anything else in this maze, or is it just 2 connections? Who knows? Goosebumps? See, here's the thing about Goosebumps. Goosebumps was quote-unquote horror for, like, you know, like, preteens, adolescent kind of deal. But some of the stuff in those books, some of the stuff in those books was definitely a little more on the, like, oh fuck, kind of, like, spectrum. But also, it was years ago. It was also years ago, right? Things were different. Yeah, that was considered baby horror. I look at the cover of Creature Teacher when I was 12 years old, and I'm supposed to be the target demographic for that shit. Like, yeah, fucking right. There's no way this book was made for me. What if your teacher was actually a monster? I don't care. As long as I never have to look at that. It could be whatever they want. Chat, would anyone like to do me a favor? Would anyone like to take a look and see if they could find anything in this area that is even remotely interesting? Aside from the 2 combination points that I've gone through. I have to assume there's no exit there aside from here, in which case... Hop. Whoops. I'm waking up. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to a new area. I found an effect all on my own, though. That's pretty cool. Ugh. Awesome man-made horrors beyond all comprehension. Okay, this isn't right. Alright, sure. We just got that, the Mexico filter, I guess. Right, I'm already asleep. Okay, did you see that, chat? You feel free to pause the footage. Take a look at that yourself. There was definitely a face there. Alright, well, I'm back in the puddle world. And I don't know what I'm looking for, so... yeah. Wow. Try not to get too scared. Ooh. Spooky. You know, chat, on Saturday, I will be playing Spooky Game. Now, I don't really know how spooky it is, but it seems like the kind of horror that's gonna make me very sensitive to noises in my apartment for a very long time. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. I'm thinking, chat, you know, I do have the webcam. So, no, like, I hear the games are actually pretty good. So, like, it's not gonna be like, you know, bad. It'll be like, it'll actually be pretty decent. But I do have a webcam, so I could do that. That's not really something that I do. I don't have a heart rate monitor, no. I don't have anything like that. That was different. The game lagged and then it actually... Whoa. Got a Kevin McAllister. Face it. Listen, man. Look, I'm just gonna say it. Every goddamn horror game thumbnail that exists is just... Would you... If you go on an itch page, right? You go on any itch page that has the tag horror game, you go to the comment section, you will see a lot of comments of people posting their videos of them playing the game, and you will see the titles, and you will see the thumbnails, and it just... That's... Whose house is this? Oh, there's nothing in here. There's nothing here. Buff and Buster. So scary. No. The thing is, light bed on fire. I like the way you think. Sociopath. Alright, well, sure, why not? I might as well test all the effects in the room. I don't know what the point of coming up here is otherwise, so. Burn! Burn to the ground! No. No. Yeah, that's Madatsuki's design on the rug. I see that. Sorry, not Madatsuki. Madatsuki's the main girl. What's her name? What's her name from Tuki? I don't even remember. Orotsuki. Yeah. I think that's it. Anyway, chat, I don't use webcam because I don't think it adds anything. But like majority of games I play. But, you know, I could use the webcam for the spooky games. I could do that. Whoa, that was weird. Might be good, might not be good. I don't really know. What do you think, chat? You tell me. After all, everything I do is for you, not me. I have the option. That's all. Money goal. See, I don't know about that. See, I don't really mind webcam stuff. And, you know, if I do it, like, once in a blue moon kind of deal. Right, there's that. But again, I don't really... Not a lot of merit for me doing that kind of thing. I don't particularly think it's important. But at the same time, you know, you're not using a webcam. What are you doing? Just a one-off. You know, I could try it for one of the games, yeah. And then if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't really do anything, it'd be fine. Also, there's a chance that, you know, I would... See, if I'm not on webcam, I'm playing the game with all my lights on because I'm a bitch. But if I have the webcam on, I can't do that. I have to turn them off to set the mood. And I can't get away with not doing that when you can see inside of my place. So there's that to think about. I'm lost! Piss. I am not a VTuber. I am not going to become a VTuber. This will not happen. Oh, that's the entrance. I exist as a voice within your head. Because it does not matter. Chad, I used to watch horror, like, tubers back in the day. I did. And they definitely all fall under a very, like, specific kind of category to it. And, you know... Scarf. That's not a scarf. Nice. So. Cool. A lot of horror stuff, it's probably still a trend. I don't watch them anymore, but it's most likely still a trend. But one thing about like these types of horror games is that they don't like when they're not scary. When they're not scary, I feel like the person playing it needs it to be scary. So they just like blatantly overreact to the situation. And then it becomes even less scary as a result. I mean, we were all on the same internet back then, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that. I like watching horror games because I think they're interesting, but I don't particularly care to watch horror games done by the kinds of people that, you know, just whenever literally anything happens, they just go, ah! You know, and on a camera, and it's just like, chill, bro. It was a fucking, like, a box. Like, it was a box, my guy. Don't worry about it. I don't even know where I am anymore. I know I've been here, but I don't remember what I found in here. That was the thing. But no, that's kind of what I mean, though. Like, it kind of doesn't really add. It's also just very annoying. Like when I watch, when I watch anything horror related, it's usually something that Vinny or Joel is playing, because Joel, you know, Joel's a silly boy, so he tends to take the piss out of a lot of things. I don't do anything with that. He can take the piss out of a lot of things and make it less scary. And then Vinny does not try to do anything extra. He just plays the game. So you get to see the game as it is. So when something in those games actually like gets them, it's more funny than anything, because like they don't react unless they genuinely like get hit by something spooky. And those are good horror games. But yeah, like, you know, it's just when you play, like, fucking Unity spooky game, and it's, like, collect the 8 object, and then, you know, you go and you collect one of the object, and it's like, this is so scary, guys. And, you know, you get the unregistered dash hyper cam too, and, you know, my quality is a little like that, and then they're walking around and there's nothing even happening, and then like, you know, you get a sharp music cue. They're like, that's an arm. That's a fucking arm, dude. Why is there an arm on the ground? There's more than one. Okay. Yeah, stone face reactions are funny, but it's like, the thing is, I just mean like, it's less so the reaction. I find it's just more like the actual content in which they're being stone-faced to is like obviously the kind of thing that was put into the game. You okay? Fucking jeez, alright. The kind of content that the tubers will react to and scream to is the kind of stuff that's like somebody, you know, like a normal human being would probably just be like, oh, geez. Or they just like, you know, they just don't give a fuck because they don't scare easy, and jump scares are pretty... Ugh. I don't want to go in this thing. Hands off. Hands off my bread. Hands off my... This doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. But, you know, I'm not really here to talk about the absolute state of horror game tubing, you know? I don't do well with those types of games. You son of a bitch. Are you... Maybe something's different. Anticipation is scarier. Expecting something that's never gonna come, it leaves you paranoid. Once you're aware of what it is that's coming to get you, it starts to become more frustrating than anything I find. Getting grabbed by the monster. Like, you remember when Slender was really popular? I actually played that with my friends, and we had fun with it, because it was kind of spooky. We were in middle school. It was dark. Friend's house was like surrounded by woods. You know, the atmosphere was right. The game was neat. We were playing in a dark room, and it was fun. We had fun with it. Just Slender Man was like the height of his popularities at that point as well. So, why am I back in here? No, not here. I'm going back to the doll world. But if you went to, you know, if you went on YouTube and was like, you searched Slender, and you saw, like, you know, you click the first video and the thumbnail is like Macaulay Culkin, and then it's like Slender Man, and then it's like exclamation marks, and you click the video and it starts with, "What's going on, guys? You go playing along this one, and you know, you like the video, and I'm gonna like and subscribe, and you know, like they do the whole, you know, they don't have any advertisements or anything like that, but they hit you with the like, comment, and subscribe 15 seconds in the video before you've even watched it, and it's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna remember this. It's like, yeah, we're gonna start the game now, and like I said, you know, they just walk around. They just walk around, they play the game, and they make little comments, you know, like that, you know, all good commenters do, and then they get a page, and the music's like, bum, and they're like, shit, what was that? Hear that? Getting kind of scared, guys. A little scared right now. Getting a little terrified, even. I think I may have just wet myself. And then, you know, they go and they get a second note, and they're like, you know, the noise plays again. They're like, I got a bad feeling about this one. I don't know, guys. It's looking pretty. It's gonna be looking bad. And they, you know, they turn the camera and they see Slender Man, and they're like, oh shit! And then they fall out of their chair, and the chair breaks, and they don't edit out the footage, and you just look at them, and they like get up, and they're like, fuck, man, that really hurt. Damn, he scared me good. And then that's the end of the that would be the end of the video. But, you know, we edit things in this world. So a lot of horror games get edited down, so a lot of the monotony gets taken away, which is honestly for the best. That's what happens, because some horror games really lose their charm after a while, and you can kind of detect how bad it gets in some videos you watch based entirely on how they react to certain things after a while. But there's always just this, like, chat. I feel like it's super easy to detect when somebody is being insincere with their fear. Bars, by the way. You know? Like, I feel like if you heard somebody react to something that's supposed to spook them, you would, like, be able to tell almost immediately that they are bullshitting you. That they are not even slightly afraid of what they're looking at, but they, you know, they're in front of a camera and they gotta put on a good show. You don't get a lot of, like, genuine reactions. Have you ever, like, you ever watched a video where a dude's just like, ah! I'm not trying to, like, scream because that's annoying. But just, I don't know, man. Like, there's just such a pattern to it. It's really weird. Like, certain styles of content have patterns to them that a lot of people fall into. Maybe it's because the most popular ones do it, so that's how that usually goes. But it's just kind of, it's just something you notice. And if you're all there for it, then congratulations, you get a fucking gold mine of content to watch if you really want to. But if you don't enjoy it, then, well, it's hard to find something you're looking for in that genre. Personally, my recommendation, if you like horror games, but you don't really like the whole culture, I suppose, of YouTube horror games, then the Vinesauce guys are usually pretty good for that. And I hear Moist Critical is also pretty good for that as well. Like, their reactions are just, like, I'm sure Germa's fine as well, but I don't think I've ever seen Germa play a horror game. But those guys are just kind of like, they don't really play it up for the audience for that kind of thing. They just play the game, and you get to see the game for what it is, and you get to decide if it's scary. I don't need a guy screaming at me every time something happens to make me think, damn, this game must be really scary. I mean, look how scared this guy is, right? Germa played Score on his last stream. Yeah, but that game's not what I'd call a horror game. That game's just fucking weird. Porcelain doll. I don't know. I know it is a horror game, but when I look at that game, it's just weird. How do you do? Yeah, it's gross. It's not scary. None of it's scary. It's just fucking gross. It's icky. Nasty. Yuck, yuck. How do you do? Okay. You good? She's fine. Don't worry about her. Scorn's cool. It's cool. I wouldn't call it $40 cool. But, it's cool. This area is big. A lot of things in here. I know Vinny played it again. Oh, right, the blue apartments. This was connected here. Forgot about this. Yeah, I gotta find something in here. I took the crystal maze somewhere last time. Peener? What? There's no PP. I don't know what you're talking about. Vinny played it originally, and he accidentally overwrote his save file and lost 40 minutes of progress. But somebody helped him out and got him a save file at the same part, so he continued playing it. Are you kidding me? There's no way. I'm really back here? I hate you. I hate you so much. Get me out of here. Listen, according to Twitch rules, things like Bob and Vagine are okay. PP is okay if it is not intended to arouse. So you can have statues of good old Michelangelo and with his peener, and it's fine because the statue's not meant to make your PP turn to stone. Ha 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 ha. Like, I'm pretty sure fucking Cyberpunk is the reason for this. They stick a cock pipeline to you, and at the end, they go all the way. Okay, but it's not a mod, so it's okay. Remember, Cyberpunk 2077 was okay because it wasn't a mod. If it's a mod, then it's no good. But if it is a AAA game or a video game, then it's okay. Okay. Now that we understand that Twitch likes to pick and choose what it cracks down on, something no one knew. No one in this world has known. Oh, nice. New Nexus door. Okay, cool. Conan game? What game is that? You mean Conan like Detective Conan? Like Boy Genius Edogawa Conan from Detective Conan? Conan Exiles. I don't know what that is. Fat titty and dong. See, I just don't know about the way you said that, you know? Something about the way you said that aroused an illicit reaction from at least one viewer, so that might be a ban. See, if you're going to say it, it cannot elicit any reaction. Sack. Oh shit, that's a euphemism. Wear a sack over your head. That's a euphemism. I can't say that. That'll elicit a sexual response from chat. Shit. Conan the Barbarian? Oh, I didn't know it was Conan the Barbarian. I've heard the name, but I've never seen it. What's a sack doing in the middle of the color woods? Johnny be good. Johnny be proud. Okay, I think now would be a good time to leave this area. But I'd like to check out the area this was attached to, so I don't want to wake up. Okay. Find me the freshest burlap sack you can. Take me on a ride on a cruise. PP. That's PowerPoints. It's for Pokemon. You can say that. You can say PP. You just have to specify it's for Pokemon. And then you're A-okay. See, together we can game the system. Me and you. I choose you. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our power is so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me, and I teach you. El Clasico. Chat, my arm feels a little strange. I think I'm not going to live to see tomorrow. This might be the end of me. That is a damn shame. This will be the last stream ever. The VOD will never be uploaded. Goodbye. What the hell? What? Cool building. Sunny milk. I have consumed sunny milk. You've heard of bottled Cheerno? It's kind of like that. Look at the size of this fucking building, man. Look at the size of this goddamn building. You know what that reminds me of? Chat, in my accounting class, when I was in grade 11, I think it was accounting. I'm pretty sure it was accounting. I'm pretty sure it was accounting. We watched a documentary on the company Enron. About how it fell apart because, you know, they did many illegal things. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Companies doing illegal things. I just can't believe it. getting shut down for them too. Crazy. Oh no. No, not here again. This place is weird. I don't even want to see the full image. Oh wait, I know where I am. This was an area that connected to a Nexus door, but I didn't find any other connection. Chat, I think I'm nearing the point where I can't find anything else on my own. So, if you know where to go, feel free to speak up. So we can look around. Because I'm definitely revisiting a lot of areas at this point. Oh, look at that. I found a lot of effects. I got 7 of them. Yeah, that's a flower crown, all right, dude. It's the marker. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. The name's Milk Sunny. That's right. That's her name. Where am I going? Oh, right, this. Oh, fuck. Okay, this led to an effect, but the giant maze didn't seem to lead to anything else, so I'm hesitant to go back there, but like I don't really know where else to go at this point. Have I gone everywhere I can? Have I seen everything? Clearly not. I have definitely not seen everything yet. The only thing I can think of to look at now is to go back to the first area I was at and take a look around there. So I'll do that. I don't have to become clown piece, you know, to be a clown. I heard clowns make 5 figures a year. And here you are, chat, doing it for free. That's crazy. What a generous lot you are. Alright. Let's go back to the first area. This area sucks. I couldn't find what I was looking for at all. Nice. It's called Charity. True. True. Oh, that was silly. There are two connections in here. One is the first one I found, and the other one I ended up backing from a blue door, which was actually kind of crazy that I found that from that way. So I think at this point, I'm looking for the first connection that I found, which I don't even remember what that looked like. Are you playing games with me? Watch as I accidentally find the double blue door again. I found the goddamn entrance. Oh, no. No. That's not good. Wait a minute. Maybe the church led to something more. Maybe the church led to something more. I could check that. There, that's what I'm looking for down there. That thing. I'm going there. Okay. Chat, I remember I think it was Vinny. I watched a game that was like Guy Fieri or something. And you did like collect a bunch of things, and there was just like this secret area he went to, and there was just this giant lady swinging her massive babongas everywhere. And I was like, yeah. You okay, dude? You looking a little glum, my chum. You know, I was actually impressed that Christian had not heard of Slender Tubbies. No, wait. Was it him? Who the fuck was I talking to? Was it Mark? Might have been Mark. I don't remember. Anyway, something bad happened on this street. It was Mark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Mark. Never heard of Slender Tubbies. That's honestly impressive. It's like a cultural phenomenon. You know, you go to Tubby Land and Tinky Winky's there and he's screaming at you. You gotta collect the Tubby Custard. It's crazy. Oh, something. I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay. What if there was a Teletubbies horror movie? Just turn every beloved childhood IP into a grungy, over-the-top, jump-scare-centric horror movie. Why are you green? Dude. Cut that out. What's wrong with Teletubbies? They're not scary. They're these big goofy creatures who have TVs in there. They have televisions in their tummies. Come on, that's their whole name. Teletubbies. Television Tubbies. It's fucking brilliant, and you just don't get it. You're lost. You're lost to mankind. Tinky Winky. Dipsy. La la. Po. Eat the custard. No, don't eat the custard. That right there is primo horror game material. You know, you go to the Tubby, the fuck is it called? Tubby Land? I think it's called Tubby Land. You go to Tubby Land and, you know, it's like, you know, it's a great time. The folks are really nice and it's, you know, you can have a good time. Oh, but one thing, don't eat the Tubby Custard. And it's like, well, shit, man, what's wrong with the Tubby Custard? That's like their staple food, right? Now, it's gotta be good. It, like, splurts out of a machine. It goes... It's pretty good. Then they have a big vacuum that goes... That's good. And he cleans up the Tubby Custard, so, you know, if it spills on the floor, at least somebody's enjoying it. Oh, good. Teleporter mazes. Look at that in the background. It's nice looking. Don't eat the Tubby Custard, okay? Whatever you do, and the game never once tells you why you shouldn't eat it. It just tells you do not eat the Tubby Custard. And that's the whole game. Just enjoying a fun time at Tubby Land. Good old fun time at Tubby Land. But the game like never once gives you the opportunity to eat the Tubby Custard. But every like 5 seconds, every fucking event that happens in the game just reminds you that you should not eat it. Even though you're never actually given the chance or choice to do so. So it just makes you think like you're just waiting in anticipation for the moment where the game's like, Tinky Winky offers you some of his pristine, top-of-the-line prosciutto, enriched Tubby Custard. You accept, and you're like, damn, man, the game has told me the entire time that I should not eat the Tubby Custard. And what do? You fucking idiot. You ate the Tubby Custard. This is what happens when you eat the Tubby Custard. Look at this. Why did I just become Squish? There's no frogs here. I'm not a frog. Alright? No ribbit. No kiddo. No nothing. Shush. Alright. Why does the music sound like it's getting faster? Killer frog. Nice. Whoa. 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 Oh, the Tubby Custard's kicking in. No, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave Tubby Land. I want to stay in Tubby Land forever. Tinky Winky. Dipsy. La la. There's nothing here. Okay, but what is Tubby Custard, right? What is it? Explain to me what Tubby Custard is. Can you do that? Schlop. What is custard? What is custard? Okay, what is custard? Explain to me that. Custard made by Teletubbies. What if it's custard made of Teletubbies? What if Teletubbies, like, excrete some kind of special sauce and they mix it into their food and that's what makes it Tubby Custard? Because, let's be real, these abominations got televisions in their stomachs, right? So they're obviously, like, there's obviously something going on in there. So maybe they're mixing, like, their bodily fluids with oil or some shit, and that creates the Tubby Custard. A dessert or sweet sauce made with milk, eggs, and sugar. Okay, so when that means... So that means if it's Tubby Custard, that would mean the ingredients have to come from the Teletubbies, right? So that means one of two things. Are we getting Tinky Winky's Winky Tinky milk in the Tubby Custard? Or, you know, are they laying eggs where we can't see them? Which of those two scenarios do you think would be better eaten, I guess? And that's what makes it that's the Tubby Custard. This might be the worst conversation I think I've ever had on the stream. And I've had a lot of them. Hello, I'm in a boot. I can't. I feel like I could go in here if I had an effect that made me smaller. I'm just trying to discover the secrets. I'm just trying to discover the secrets of Teletubby Custard. That's all. And I have, you know, I've dropped the possibilities down by a significant margin. That's all I'm doing. It's at the interest of science. Although now it is time to leave Tubby Land. I'm amazed at how much extra shit in here I missed from where I was, huh? Look at this. I don't even know where this is. There's a cat on the bench. Get it? In real life, the Tubby Custard is not edible, as it is made of mashed potatoes with red and yellow acrylic paint. Neither is Tubby Toast, which is made of foam. Why would you type that? Why would you destroy all children's dreams like that? You think, as a kid, I wouldn't have eaten acrylic paint? Is that what you think? Not edible. Yeah, right. Eating paint builds character. Can I have that cake? I don't think I can get that cake. Alright. I can't believe that Tubby Custard is just regular custard. That's not even custard, it's mashed potatoes mixed with red and yellow paint. What the fuck? Why didn't they just use food coloring? Are you serious? Though they really... Tubby Custard is just mashed potatoes mixed with acrylic paint? That can't be real. But how do the Teletubbies eat it? How do they eat it? I don't understand how they eat it. How do the Teletubbies eat it? That would mean that their bodies are capable of handling paint within it, right? And their Tubby Toast is like styrofoam? The more eyeballs you put on something, the weirder it looks. Tubby Custard is a pink custard Teletubbies drink. It comes out of the tap of the Tubby Custard machine. It is unknown where the Tubby Custard comes from. Unknown, huh? You're kidding me. Dude, I was looking for this place for... I was in this place. This is where I found the sack. Okay. Somebody go ask the creator where Tubby Custard comes from. I just want to know. Just want to know. It's important. The 2015 reboot used some sort of milkshake powder and some fruit mixture. Okay, but that's not as good as acrylic paint. There's a way on the other side of that platform. I just don't know what it is. There was a Teletubbies, there's a Teletubbies, like, reboot that had a bunch of, like, Teletubby kids, right? I think one of their names was Pee-Pee or something like that. Oh. In the subway station. Oh, it's actually much shorter than I expected. Oh, here we are. Can you move? You better move, dude. Oh. Okay. It was all just a big old waste of time. Just a big old waste of time. Where the hell am I anymore? This was connected from Tubby Land. I have to go back. I have to go all the way back to Tubby Land, dude. Yeah. Here we go. Welcome to Tubby Land. I'm not even really sure where I go from this point. Just have to make it back to wherever it was I was. Over here, I guess. Oh, right. I have a feeling there's something else in here that I didn't see because I saw a bird somewhere. Somewhere I saw a bird. I have to find him. Yeah, right there. That right there is, I think that's my objective. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh. Yes. How disorientating. Okay. Here we are. Wait a minute. What? 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 Where am I? Where am I going? What's going on anymore? Oh. Please. Anything. Never tell you about how much I enjoy teleporter mazes. Oh, okay, alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh shit. I found it. Oh, hello. Bottled. Yo! Okay. That still didn't take me to the spot I was looking for. They have it. Have I touched every teleporter though? Maybe I have to go all the way back to the start. Maybe I have to go all the way back to the start. I think I'm lost. What? What? That effect is making me nauseous. Oh, thank God. Alright, I don't know how to get to the bird in that area, but my eyes hurt. Ow. Welcome. Welcome to the city. Oh. Oh, what? I can't visit. Maybe if I become a doll. Oh. Fine. Is that where I started? No. So much to do. But so little indication to it. Which, you know, that's fine for the most part. It really is. But I really feel like I'm running out of ideas of where I can go. Why can he walk? Why can he walk there? Why can I walk there? What the hell? Maybe that's an entrance then, if he gets out of my way. Move. Okay. It wasn't. I wish my dreams were this kind of weird, abstract shit. Mine definitely aren't. Mine are cohesive in a weird way. Cohesive in like the sense that I don't really know how to like explain this, but you don't really question the things you see in a dream. That is something that I learned. You really don't. So like in the middle of a dream, I can just like look at a real human, right? Like a real human being will show up in the dream and they'll just be standing next to... Oh, that's not good. Doesn't do anything. Bottle. Nothing I have works. Alright, see ya. Cool. Anyway, to finish my thought, you can just have a real human being and then a character I've only ever seen in, like, you know, media not look like a real human being. And they can just stand next to each other and there's absolutely nothing. There's just like nothing wrong with that image at all to me. You can put a clearly fictional character next to a real human being and I'll just be like, yep, they're just two people in my dream. And it's really weird like that. Oh. Oh. Right, I remember now. I fell in this hole. Yeah, and I was here. What are these? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I can't find anything that connects from here, it's pretty much the end of the stream anyway. Okay. Nah. I gotta wrap it up now. Just hoping I could find a connection in here that was different. If it's just this one again, it takes me to this weird, like, tree world. This is the path that I was on at the in the original. Although I thought I found something here last time that let me leave. Okay, see, that's the hole. Maybe it was up here. At least I thought I found something up here. Did I not? Was it all a lie? I think it was all a lie. No, I think that's... Oh, I don't remember seeing this before. Okay. I hope wherever this takes me isn't too convoluted, because it is getting late. Just take me to a singular effect. You're the best. Twin tails. Good effect. That's it. Nice. What? You know, I actually found... I got 9 effects. It's pretty good. I think that's like half of them or something. But I will wake up. I would like to return to this game and play it again. But if I do that, like, I need... At this point, I need some guidance, because I hit a lot of different areas, but I'm really not sure where to go after all of that, because that was... I feel like I hit so much. That's all. I just wonder... I know there's definitely, like, more somewhere in the game, but anything that's left in the game, I have to go... I really gotta go look for, and that's... You know, the more areas I've hit, that means the more likely I end up going through areas I've already been to, and nothing really changes, and that's, you know, that's a bit of a shame. I'd rather actually see new things in these games. That's all. So, yeah. But that was, you know, a bit of a first look into this game. A lot of things in it that's pretty neat. I didn't see anything super crazy, but there were some things in here that were definitely worth looking at, for sure. And again, there's still plenty more that I have yet to see that maybe I'll get to see. Really depends. We'll see how it goes. So, you know, there might be more. Might not be. Still gonna mark this as part 1. Cause, you know, gotta play the most likely situation. That's all.